booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Gamecocks will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Marion. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for space. It's Fletcher. Powers through the defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Caught over the middle. It's Lofton. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Man, what makes this offense so difficult to defend is they've got receivers that have speed and that can separate. On the first drive of the game, they found a soft spot in the middle of the field, and they took advantage.
Back to throw, it's Beck. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Hauls it in. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. And the Canes are on the move.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw again. He's got his man, makes the grab. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Got it in the middle. It's Daniels. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Still looking on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
That's a really good play by the defender. I think quarterbacks, when they see these routes, and they think they can get these routes pretty much at will because my receivers are so fast. I usually get such a big cushion. And then when they sit down for that comeback route, it's usually open. But that defender says, no, sir, not in my building.
Makes the catch. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Oh, he missed it. No good. Guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's Sellers. That's caught. It's Bennett. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
The give on the inside. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying play action. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. On the move, he fires. It's incomplete, and will change ends of the field now. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. South Carolina. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Marion. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Dropping back, it's Beck. That one comes out hot down the right side.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Get it out on the screen. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
And the Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Buying some time. Lets it go to the end zone. Looking for the goal line.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Defense in press coverage. Under fire. Touchdown Gamecocks. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
You don't see a lot of batted balls on hitch routes because most of the time you give a little bit of a cushion. That's a nice job of the defender, giving some cushion, but understanding the receiver is sitting down and going and getting a handle of the football.
Quick catch on 3rd down. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. On target. There he goes. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll run play action. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. A return there would have just been... coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 17th-ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Garcia. Turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive and now they'll snap it again from the 38. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Ducks are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Got a man. It's Moore. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Quick completion on the out route. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Look, I know this guy's tiny, but on these slant throws as a DB, you got to get your hands on him because he's just too quick. He's going to cross your face too easy otherwise, and he did right there.
Floating away. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly, and you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Johnson looking to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. He'll try to do it himself. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Kansas State pushing the pace.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on fourth down in their first drive. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he's got some space. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Moore to the air. Makes the grab. It's Hughes. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. They get to the line quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now.
Touchdown, Oregon! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes with the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The give out of the gun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And the Wildcats in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but
he hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell he just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
A strike downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. They'll send the back in motion. With jet sweep pass. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on first and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing second down and goal.
Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Whittington. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Off play action on first down. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down.
Well, that play-action fake, it just froze the defense for a split second. That allowed the tight end time to work his route, get vertical down the field, and pick up a big gainer for the offense.
He'll pull it down. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down and one that did not pay off. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Johnson looking to throw. Unloads to the right. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Fires downfield. Pulls it in. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires toward the end zone.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Field goal is good. That'll bring him to within 4. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
The 18 unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll start the third quarter with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Moore will throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
They're trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in. It's Hughes. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Rushes on him. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground here, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Kansas State quick to the line. Might be calling a hot route. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
He's shoved out of bounds right at the 6-yard line as they were able to at least keep him out of the end zone.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Johnson wants to throw it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Coming out with it, it's Whittington. And the returner goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
Scrambling away. Sails one into the middle. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Losing, we got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off or make some plays for this offense.
This one's complete. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Whittington. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Unleashes one. He's got it. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Hughes. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Moore to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted deep in his own end.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
This drive will open from the 15. Smart move to keep it on the ground.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on it.
There he goes. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Kansas State knows the clock's on its side. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Past the first down marker and still running. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. On the move at the 30. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams. And that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.